This is the Troll Patrol, live with Justin Freakin.
Well, funny seeing you guys here. Come here often. Welcome to the Troll Patrol live on Twitch. They finally corrected their injustice. We are back. There's somebody over on Kick. Somebody on Kick is watching. Hi, person on Kick. Usually we'll be on Twitch and YouTube now, I guess. I don't know. I might look into getting the thing that allows me to stream to everything back. I canceled it after the Twitch shit. It is nice to have an apology from Twitch. Would you like me to read the apology? I mean, it doesn't make up for the past year, but at least it's something. Hello, JustinFREAKIN, a member of our team, has reviewed your appeal and determined that your account was suspended or blocked due to a mistake on our part. We have now reversed the suspension on your account, so you are once again free to use Twitch. Please accept our apologies for any inconvenience or confusion this may have caused. Make sure to stay informed by familiarizing yourself with our terms of service and community guidelines. Frame it and put it in the background. Mr. Elwood, Fuzzy Simba, Warlord, good evening. You guys don't have any points yet, do you? You can't make me do the no profanity. Everything is still there. As far as I know, everything should still work. I can put up the clock. Oh, Warlord, do you have points? Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Fucking hit me with it. Oh, did it not do it? Oh shit, I must have to fix something else. I'm sorry. I'll hit the 10 minute. Show a cat, no cursing, get back to the news. I don't even have news planned. I wasn't gonna do a show tonight. So like one of the things works, but one of the others didn't. So I'll have to look at that. Let's see what cat we got handy. We'll do a Smokey. Thank you for the sub, Fuzzy. Thank you for this sub, Warlord. Cat. Everybody gets a cat. Say hi, Smokey. Oh, he kind of pissed. He huffed at me. Got cat hair all over my face. I want to smoke a bowl. Let's get high. Did I cuss? I'm sorry. I'm not used to the no profanity restrictions anymore.
Up yours,
whoa,
moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Content warning. We'll do some news though. We'll do some news. I'm not prepared for news. I literally just got the notification that I can come back to Twitch. Literally, just minutes ago, less than an hour. I submitted the application at like noon. So, good on Twitch for being quick on the draw there. Let's have our welcome back bong. I really wanted to be back on for 420 on Saturday. The 420 anniversary spectacular was amazing. Unfortunately, we had to do it on Kick and YouTube. I knew that we were coming up on the day that I could reapply. But I looked at it and I'm like, well, it should have been April 13th. I should have been able to reapply on April 13th and it's not open yet. And so I went back and I looked and found the email of the last time Twitch told me I didn't get approved. And I did the math for 180 days from that, and it came out to be 420 exactly. And I'm like, nuts. And now, you know, Fuzzy, it's funny you should mention that because I've been drinking my coffee out of the Colts and Satanic Panic. The Live, Laugh, Lucifer. mug that you can get at the Echoplex Media Store. I may Kool-Aid man in on producer Dave tonight. I tried to come on the night before. I thought I was gonna get unbanned in November. Maybe it was the end of October, and I told Dave, I'm like, "Hey, let me back on. You know, I'm unbanned tomorrow." And he was like, "Nah, I'm a little worried about it." So he didn't let me back on. I was gonna be Muffin Man. I wasn't gonna be JustinFREAKIN. I was gonna have sunglasses and shit on. Ah, fuck. God damn it, I got restarted already. Also, I picked just to be on Twitch and Kick because, like, we're not doing an actual show. So, you know, it's a little more loosey-goosey. Tomorrow night we'll be back. Another episode of the Troll Patrol. Here's your meme of the day. People should be jerking it, man. Kramer is out. Give us news. I can't give you news yet. I can't give you news until Clinically pops in and says hello to the news gimp. That is when you get your news. Till then, I'm gonna get a little high. DJ Dub! Welcome on the Twitch. Check out those cool emotes you got. I told Curiouser to come say hi. Where is she? Making her on-camera debut this past Saturday. Well, I told her I was on Twitch. I didn't tell her I was streaming. She must be asleep or some shit. She works the night shift. Yes, we got the no pro. Did I already cuss? We got the no profanity back, but apparently a couple of my on-screen alerts, any of the point redemption things. Can somebody do the I don't even remember what it's called anymore. Ooh, there's a subscription, Fuzzy Simba. According to Twitch, you have been subscribed for 3 months. Warlord says 6 days a week. Okay, I have promised I will be back to, I don't know about 6 days a week. I'll be back to nightly again, and I think you'll get a freak show every now and again. How does that sound? Maybe every other Friday. I will be back to nightly by the fall. Come August, when we're doing the, we're going to have the conventions. Yes, we'll be back to nightly by the time the fall comes. If you want it quicker, help get my numbers up. I don't know what to tell you. Because if I'm actually making money doing this, because let me tell you, I was making a lot more money streaming when I was on Twitch than in the year I've done. Because like on Kick, I'm not even monetized. I'm monetized on Facebook. I'm monetized on YouTube, but I rarely ever get any money on YouTube. Because like everything is just automatic demonetization because of the marijuana, because of all the cursing, because of the graphic stories we do. Very rarely does one of my clips. There is no full show. I do indeed have a Patreon. Everything is JustinFREAKIN, except for Twitter, which I'm Mr. JustinFREAKIN. Which, hey, Twitter, I've got Twitch. Hey, Twitch, I got Twitter back. Elon gave me my Twitter back. I now have my Twitch back. I have all of my original social medias again. I will promise by the fall I will be back. Warlord, I swear to God, I had a whole argument with a stupid fuck on Twitter. Oh shit! What in the fuck word did you? Ah, fuck! I gotta reset it again. What word did you use that got censored? I'm not used to having censored words again. Aren't you a mod? How do you have a banned word? Or did you just type out 3 asterisks just to screw with me? Yeah, do my mods still exist? Is everything the way I left it? What did you call me? Feels so good to be back on Twitch. There's some really big news going on. I just don't know what it is. I think they're arresting people down in Texas on the campus of UT Austin. The students at Columbia have agreed to take down their shanty towns. Well, do I have mods? Do I need what's going on Twitch? Do I need to check things out? Yeah, you guys are still mods. DJ Dub's not a mod. I don't know why you're not a mod. Modded. Modded. I don't even know why I made Warlord a mod. Pretty sure Warlord is working against me. Warlord might have even been the reason behind the ban. Warlord reported me from multiple alts. See? I knew it. All right, let's do a little news as a treat, as a tweet. I am pulling up Twitter. That's where I've got some things I want to talk about. Let's see. You want to talk about the stabbing victim? No. Let's do the arrests first. Apparently, multiple people arrested in Texas, including reporters. Arresting reporters, Governor Greg Abbott is. Oh my God, Cat, what are you doing? I don't even know what cat it was. There's no, like, Smokey and Socks are right here. I guess it was Maynard, but he was nowhere to be found. And Maynard doesn't usually get up on the counter. That's usually a Socks thing. Well, dang. Yes, I'm very glad to be back before the elections. Very, very glad to be back before the election. That was what I was really looking forward to. We'll be back to streaming all the time before the elections, too. Here is Fox 7 Austin reporter being arrested.
I'm with Fox 7. Yeah,
What's your name?
Carlos.
Carlos, what do you think of this?
I think it's, they were pushing me and they say that I hit an officer. I didn't hit an officer. They were pushing. You know what I mean? They were pushing me.
Once again, they arrested a reporter who says he was just pushed by the crowd. Among the 20 protesters arrested at UT Austin, these protesters belong in jail, Governor Abbott said, who, by the way, Governor Abbott signing legislation protecting free speech on college campuses. just earlier this year.
Rising tensions on campuses across the entire country over the Israel-Hamas war. It has now reached campuses right here at home in Texas. Today, hundreds of students at the University of Texas at Austin walked out of class in support of Palestine. They're demanding the university system divest from companies that manufacture machinery used in war. Dozens of state troopers in riot gear asked the students to disperse. Several arrests, we're told, were made there as a result.
Several arrests made as a result. This was Abbott in 2019. In 2019, signed a law protecting free speech on college campuses. Tweeted it out June 9th, 2019. Tweeted out 3 hours ago. Arrests being made right now and will continue until the crowd disperses. These protesters belong in jail. Anti-Semitism will not be tolerated in Texas. Period. Once again, this is far from anti-Semitism. As I pointed out the other night, many of the protesters in at Columbia fucking Twitter fucking with me over here. There we go. There's my bookmarks. Maybe I am a boomer. I don't even remember what I was saying now. We covered the protests the other night. Several of the students were Jewish Voices for Peace. One of the main groups participating in these protests. They even held Shabbat the other night for the Jewish protesters. But one Jewish student from Yale said she was stabbed in the eye. This is a story we covered on Sunday night. As soon as Fox News starts cooperating with me. Restream bot. Venus over on Kick. Bagheera, what's going on? It's hard to tell because there is this weird intersection of Zionists. There are Zionists on both the nominal left and the right. So, this could be a liberal student, but very much pro-Israel, which kind of at odds with us on the left. Also, apparently, she was involved in some kind of controversy about couscous. They changed the name on the menu at Yale from Israeli couscous to just couscous, and it upset her, and she cried anti-Semitism or some BS.
So that was the scene at Yale over the weekend. Anti-Israel protests turning violent, injuring our next guest. She wrote a column on this saying, quote, "I was stabbed in the eye."
I said it the other night. I saw her eye. It didn't look like she had been stabbed in the eye. Nobody had done a Salman Rushdie to her.
Yale. The school has allowed anti-Israel students to run roughshod over their most basic policies. Yesterday, she writes, "I paid the price for their inaction." Yale student Sahar Tartak needed hospital treatment for that injury. She is doing well now, which we're happy to say, and she joins us now. Sahar, welcome. It's good to have you with us. Your piece is very moving on this morning in the Free Press. Tell me a little bit about what was going on when you were there. What did you see all around you? And then what happened?
Sure, of course. So over the past week or so at Yale, anti-Semitic student protesters have taken over a central plaza on our campus, setting up a tent encampment, among other things. Pictures to commemorate.
By the way, I have the video. You're getting ready to see it as soon as she gives her side of the story. And then you can make up your own mind. There might be a reason why her eye looks suspiciously intact for somebody who was stabbed in the eye.
Terrorists, and this culminated in multiple nights of overnight encampment in the Central Plaza and protests with hundreds of people. I think it was 500 when I came on Saturday night. And as soon as I was identified with my friend who wears a black hat as visibly Orthodox Jewish students, I was immediately blockaded by protest organizers. And everywhere I walked, there was a line of protest organizers standing in front of me, linking arms, so that I could not walk forward. And the rest of the students at the rally noticed this, the other 500.
Prying open her third eye.
This violent rally. And they saw me, and so they began to taunt me as well, because they recognized that I was there. I was something that they view as an enemy. And finally, the taunting continued and escalated, and I was just there to record them. And the taunting escalated until somebody waved a Palestinian flag in my face and then jabbed me in my left eye. And from there, when I tried to run after him, the human blockade of protest organizers continued to stand in front of me to stop me from catching my assailant. And so I went to the hospital.
Yeah,
So there you heard her version of events. This is the footage. What actually happened.
Arrest is closed. Divest. Okay, so now there's a full wall. Divest. We will not stop. We will not rest this closed. Divest. We will not stop. We will not rest this closed. Divest. See, I can't move forward. We will not rest this closed. Divest. We will not stop. We will not rest this closed. Divest.
Look how diverse the crowd is. Venus, thank you for the sub. Look how diverse the crowd is. It is every color under the sun.
We will not stop. We will not rest this closed. Divest.
All God's children.
We will not rest this closed. Divest. We will not stop. We will not rest this closed. Divest. Ow, you stop. Rest this closed. Divest.
So there you see it. It's kind of hard to tell what happened, but I don't think that was anywhere near intentional.
Okay, so now there's a full wall.
So, like, I don't. Which one even is she? Is she the one? Does she have the camera or some shit? Because, like, that's not her, is it?
We will not stop. We will not rest this closed. See, I can't move forward. We will not rest this closed. Divest. We will not stop. We will not rest this closed. Divest. We will not stop. We will not rest this closed. Divest. This closed. Divest. We will not rest this closed. Divest. We will not stop. We will not rest this closed. Divest. Ow, you stop. Rest this closed.
Well, I made it, of course. I make all my own stuff. I don't see any I don't see any reason to believe that that was intentional. Earlier today, the Speaker of the House was joined by like 5 other Republicans in front of Columbia University. I don't think we'll watch all this, or maybe we'll skip to the end. You know it's gonna be some BS. MAGA small energy. Immediate booze.
So, thank you all for being here.
Quesadilla.
Several members of Congress here, and we're here today at one of America's preeminent academic institutions on a very important day.
You can come join us back over on the Twitch if you would like. We are celebrating the Troll Patrol being free from the Twitch jail. Woo!
And a very important time. Throughout history, Columbia students have contributed to the great storybook of America's life and thought. Visionary American leaders like Alexander Hamilton
Jelly!
and the Jewish leader Gershom Shashis knew the self-evident truth that was at the heart of this country and once at the heart of this university, and that is that we are endowed.
Listen. Shelly, thank you for the sub. I condemn Warlord. I condemn Warlord and his bullshit over here in the chat.
By our Creator with
Skeeter!
inalienable rights. They should not be infringed. The founders and the great leaders who had come through this institution in the past believed in religious liberty. They believed in
In your eye? You got something in your eye? Well, I can help you wash it out. You bring that eye pussy over here. Skeeter, thank you for the sub.
democracy. They believed in morality and virtue.
Bottom from the college.
Person. They believed in the free exchange of ideas, and they detested mob rule. We are standing here right now on the steps of the Low Library. In this very building right behind us.
I don't know what this motherfucker is talking. They detested mob rule. Are you talking about the founders? Minty, good evening. Cause like I hate to tell you, like it's in the Constitution, you know, to create organized militias to air your grievances.
Columbia University once awarded.
Oh, thank you, DJ Dub.
Honorary degree, and it was
Beanie time.
It is manifestly right that Jews should have a national home where they may be reunited.
Did somebody do beanie time?
And today I'm here to proclaim to all those who gnash their teeth and demand to wipe the state of Israel off the map and attack our innocent Jewish students this simple truth.
Did I get hit with another no profanity? I gotta go all Tim Pool on the beanie time. There's your beanie time.
Neither Israel nor these Jewish students on this campus will ever stand alone. Today, Hamas issued an endorsement statement of the protesters on this campus. They called them the future leaders of America. It is detestable. All of this has to be said because the cherished traditions of this university are being
enough for this shit.
Radical and extreme ideologies. They place a target on the backs of Jewish students in the United States and here on this campus. A growing number of students have chanted in support of terror.
No. I feel like I'm like the dude from Jamiroquai, like virtual insanity. Let's start sliding around on the floor and shit. God damn it!
Terrorists. They have chased down Jewish students. They have
I condemn that.
They have shouted racial epithets. They have screamed at those who bear the Star of David.
Oh God, it took off my bandana. Oh no, there it is.
They've told Jewish students who wear the Star of David to leave the country. And shamefully, some professors and faculty have joined the mobs. Things have gotten so out of control. Schools canceled in-person classes, and now they've come up with this hybrid model where they will discriminate against Jewish students. They are not allowed to come to class anymore for fear of their lives, and it's detestable. Has allowed lawless agitators and radicals to take over. The virus of anti-Semitism has spread across other campuses.
Now I think they're saying that because encampments have popped up in campuses all across the country, including Yale, UT, UNC Charlotte. We saw arrests at UT Austin earlier in the show.
Get control of this problem. They do not deserve taxpayer dollars. That's a very serious issue. You've seen our Education and Workforce Committee having oversight hearings. We have brought the presidents of these universities to Congress to testify under oath, and you've seen accountability.
To slander them.
There'll be much more of that. We'll continue to work on legislation to adjust this at the federal level. This Congress, and I genuinely believe there's bipartisan agreement on this, will stand for what is good and what is right. It does not matter who shouts in our faces. We're going to do what is right by America. We respect free speech. We respect
No, you don't.
ideas. But there is a way to do that in a lawful manner, and that's not what this is.
Mr. Speaker, what do you want them? So there are students, some of the student organizers are part of the...
For those of you who cannot tell what they are chanting, it is Mike, you suck. Mike, you suck. Mike, you suck.
Jewish Voices for Peace. There are two students who held a press conference yesterday saying that they faced more anti-Semitic attacks from Jewish students, from Israeli students, than from the group that is in the capital. So how do you respond to the fact that they say
I'm not sure who the aggressors are, but I will tell you that any of that is inappropriate. It's lawlessness. It's chaos. That is not who we are. We believe in the rule of law. That is one of the foundational principles of America, and it must be maintained. The college campus used to be the place for respectful debate, for the differences of opinion and the free marketplace of ideas to be discussed. That is not what...
Well, you went to like some Bible college or something, didn't you?
What is happening here? You're intimidating and shouting down people you disagree with. You cannot censor and silence viewpoints you disagree with. That is not American. You do not understand what it means to respect the First Amendment. Yes.
What is your message to the students inside the encampment right now?
My message to the students inside the encampment is go back to class and stop the nonsense. Look, if we want to have a debate on campus about the merits of these things, let's do that. But you can't intimidate your fellow students and make them stay home from class. Think about that. Is that right?
What?
Do you think that's right? Stop wasting your parents' money, Congressman Lawler said.
Wow.
Last one.
Anti-Zionist Jews inside the camp that are celebrating Shabbat.
I don't know who's in that camp over there, but I would tell you that this is unacceptable, and the American people are demanding accountability for it. And that's why we made the trip here today. That's why this
I got your accountability, buddy.
we want this administration and the administration of every university campus around the country to bring this to account and to bring this lawlessness to an end. And that's what we need to do. Thank you.
Does that count against the profanity clock? Can I pause the profanity clock and say what he said? For those of you who cannot hear it, he yelled at Mike Johnson to get the fuck out of here. Well, I did it anyway. One more time.
Encampment right now.
My message to the students inside the encampment is go back to
Ponder monkey.
nonsense. Look, if we want to have a debate on campus about the merits of these things, let's do that. But you can't intimidate your fellow students and make them stay home from class. Think about that. Is that right? Do you think that's right? Stop wasting your parents' money, Congressman Lawler says. I think that's right. Last one.
Anti-Zionist Jews inside the camp that are celebrating Shabbat.
I don't know who's in that camp over there, but I would tell you that this is unacceptable, and the American people are demanding accountability for it. And that's why we made the trip here today. That's why this press conference is important. We want this administration and the administration of every university campus around the country to bring this to account and to bring this lawlessness to an end. And that's what we need to do. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure it was an overwhelming "we want you off our campus" to the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. Hazemaker, welcome. Hazemaker 420, don't mind if I do. I have more footage of what went on at the campus at UT Austin. I didn't plan a show for tonight. This was not my usual tight show, so we're just winging it because we're celebrating being back on Twitch. Tadpole. I love all the different features they got on Twitch. The no profanity, the redeeming the points. I've apparently got to fix the graphics for that. Here is the scene. This is at UT Austin, where over 20 protesters were arrested. We saw the arrest of a Fox News reporter, not Fox National News, a local Fox affiliate cameraman who was just doing his job. I think it might have been that dude right there. We can go back and check. Yep. That was okay. That was what, like, we referenced this earlier. So we saw him being arrested. He's a Fox 7 Austin reporter. This is the video of his arrest. Gotta love the way Twitter functions here.
They are arresting the press. No free speech.
So once again, he's a reporter. Fox 7 Austin.
I'm with Fox 7. Yeah,
What's your name?
Carlos.
Carlos, what do you think of this?
I think it's they were pushing me, and they say that I hit an officer. I didn't hit an officer. They were pushing. You know what I mean? They were pushing me.
Well, illegal, everyone, what's your name and date of birth?
In the press.
So this is the scene. That's the reporter. You see him right there. They are clearly the aggressors. There's no way he could have assaulted an officer because he is holding a camera. Clinically. Oh man, I made the comment we weren't gonna start the news until Clinically came in. And it was like, give us the news Gimp. But then I just forgot. I got high and I started doing the news. Welcome. We are celebrating the return of the Troll Patrol to Twitch. You were looking at video from earlier today at the campus of UT Austin. This is a Fox 7 reporter being arrested by the cops. Violently arrested.
Move back.
Once again, he goes off camera, and then boom, there he is. The only violence at any of these campuses has been by either the cops or the Zionist protesters. We heard from Ilhan Omar's daughter, and I need to learn her name and stop calling her that. We heard from it was skunk spray. Oh, the New York Post is saying she claimed it was chemical weapons, but it was actually fart spray. Skunk spray is the correct name. I think she even said that. She did say chemical weapons because we listened to the interview on Sunday night. A student has apparently been suspended. I'm trying to find. Looks like Haaretz is the. Like, it's a lot of right-wing media. Go to Haaretz, the Israeli newspaper. Jewish student suspended from Colombia for skunk spray attack is suing for discrimination, apparently. The unnamed plaintiff says alleged chemical attack was in fact non-toxic fart spray, which he purchased on Amazon. Wow. A Jewish student in Colombia was suspended for spraying pro-Palestinian protesters with a foul-smelling substance. So far, like, that's the violence we've seen. And apparently they still feel like they are the victim. We watched a clip from Fox News the other night where, like, it was a student saying, October 7th will happen 10 times, not 20 times, not 50 times, not 100 times, but 10,000 times until Palestine is free. And, like, they clutched their pearls over that. Holy, and I was like, if that's the best you can do to come up with violence and threats and anti-Semitism that supposedly is rampant on college campuses, I feel very sorry for you. Fox News had this interesting piece I wanted to watch. This is them speaking with apparently pro-Palestinian protesters. Are they actually going to represent the other side of the argument properly?
From Brookfield, Wisconsin, Lawrence, Chuck Schumer holed up in his apartment instead of down in Columbia trying to negotiate or sticking up for those Jewish students as the highest rank.
Wait a minute, does he want him to go down to Columbia personally? Like, that probably wouldn't work out. They'd have to clear the campus. And it's weird to say that Joe Biden is holed up and then we got this dude over here like this fancy steakhouse or something.
Ranking Jewish political figure in American history, he's a no-show.
I'm hoping Chuck Schumer learned something from that moment. After all his criticism of Netanyahu, after all this extending an olive branch of the pro-Palestinian movement, they still protest in front of it. There's nothing that you can do as a measure of compromise for these people. They want to get rid of you, period.
What is he talking about? First of all, like, are they trying to accuse Chuck Schumer of anti-Semitism? Because I would like to point out how absurd that is, because Chuck Schumer is a Jewish man. Let's go. I'm not understanding this.
About this, let's bring in Lawrence from Brookfield, Wisconsin. Lawrence, Chuck Schumer holed up in his apartment instead of down in Columbia trying to negotiate or sticking up for those Jewish students as the highest ranking Jewish political figure in American history. He's a no-show.
I'm hoping.
So he's criticizing Chuck Schumer for not standing up for Jewish people enough. Master Tex 99. Welcome, thank you for being a freaking follower. It's been a hell of a long time since I've said that.
Chuck Schumer learned something from that moment. After all his criticism of Netanyahu, after all this extending an olive branch of the pro-Palestinian movement, they still protest in front of it. There's nothing that you can do as a measure of compromise for these people. They want to get rid of you, period. There's no negotiation.
Benny Hill.
Yeah, what is it?
Welcome.
You look at all these crowds. Aren't you blown away? Aren't you all shocked? I mean, Charlie, how do you feel about this? Because what does this mean for the election? There are a lot of people that seem to be supporting these protests.
Yeah, well, you know, in terms of Colombia, it's an important reminder. Don't ever say maybe if you mean no. And the idea that they're still negotiating is insane. But, you know, to me, the most shocking part of all of it is that, of course, you know, you have Chuck Schumer, you have Joe Biden. They still want these people's votes.
I have been indefinitely suspended from Twitch for the last year First, I was suspended for a month for showing. It was the shooting in Louisville. It happened at a bank in downtown. We had body cam footage. I found that ironic because I actually praised the cops in that instance. They went straight to the shooter. They took him out like it was amazing footage to watch. But that got me banned for showing extreme violence, which I thought was weird because the corpses were blurred out. So then they hit me with a double ban, an indefinite suspension, because they said I was ban evading. They accused me of being a separate account called Tragedy 1992. No shit. I've got it. I can show it to you. So this was when I was able to reapply October or November. It was 6 months from April. Your account, JustinFREAKIN, is indefinitely suspended for evading suspension of your account, Tragedy 1992. So unfortunately, they don't let you talk to them after that. Once they ban you, you get no appeal. I've been on Kick and YouTube. I've cut back slightly because it became really hard, especially because I ain't making any money over on Kick and anything. But we were gonna come back in full force for the election this fall. I've been doing a Sunday Thursday kind of thing. But yeah, I was able to reapply earlier today, and I said Tragedy 1992 was probably using the same VPN service as me. 8 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll be on for any kind of special shit going on. And we got Trump trial and stuff. Tadpole, good evening. I was way too stoned on Saturday. I ended the stream just slightly. I didn't make it to the last 420 because Curiouser was here and she offered me. She offered to take me to a Mexican restaurant. I was like, yeah, let's do Mexican. I paid for it. Let me tell. I should not have ended the stream early and went to a Mexican restaurant because I paid for it the next day. That chimichanga. Chimichanga wasn't fun, but it was so good when I was eating it. Shit. So we've still got protests going on in LA. This is on USC's campus. Fox News was boring me. They were apparently going to interview some pro-Palestinian protesters, but this is a live shot at USC. That's not really a protest. There's maybe 100 gathered at one side of the plaza. Another 100 over on this side. I don't know that those aren't just your normal students going to school. Okay, yeah, okay, the semicircle. That seems to be somewhat of a protest. But I feel like other people are just hanging out. Getting old does suck. That's what I cannot eat like I used to. I've got to make sure, and I'm really bad about pigging out and then getting stupid stoned and falling asleep. I'll be weak virgin stomach. It was because I came back and I was in a food coma. Curious or not, I came back. We watched. I put on the Tally episode of South Park, and we smoked a bong, and then I was out. And wake up with the heartburn, Belgium fire. Which I've had heartburn. I remember back in like 4th grade, I said something about having heartburn to like another student. And they were like, you don't even know what heartburn is. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is it. And I can assure you, yes, that was it. Acid reflux. I've had it for a very long time. But also, I could probably change my diet, make things a lot easier on me, but I don't. I might even be a little lactose intolerant. And I love cheese, I love milk, and I'll pay the price. A life without cheese is not worth living. A life without chocolate milk is not worth living. I eat some fucking cheese. I like expensive shit. Oh yeah, we got a protest going on. How am I up here talking about my love of fucking cheese while a genocide is going on in Gaza? These kids are to be respected because they are, jeopardizing their future. Honestly, because look at the way that right-wing media has come after them and targeted them. Exactly. Cancel Justin. I try to keep things in perspective, but also I'm stoned and stupid. Oh, while I've been gone, guys, if you want me to go on a rant. First of all, Twitch is not a fucking job. I did that play into anything? Because I pissed off some people about those comments. I'll stir the pot. Most people, I'm glad, I feel vindicated about IDAN, cause he had producer Dave and IDAN had a fight on Twitter, and it is hilarious, cause it's so, Dave is so nonchalant and so dismissive of the fact that IDAN's tried to pick a fight with him over just nonsense. I laughed my ass off reading that. And I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for other people are really into the internet drama. Well, IDAN got really mad at me, and I'm like, I don't even remember. It is so insignificant. The thing that IDAN got mad at me, deleted me from everything, and I'm like, man, that pissed you off that bad? But then again, also, I'm horrible. I am a problematic person. Anyway, fucking these kids are awesome. The kids are all right. I stand in solidarity. Once again, this is a live shot at USC over on the West Coast. University of Southern California, right? The Trojans. So this is a live shot. This is Fox 11. That's why we don't have any sound or anything. We'll get back to find out what that news be doing. We've got other breaking news. I started with the protest. But we've got other fucking breaking news. In Arizona. Where did it go? Grand jury has indicted multiple people in the case against election interference, including our good buddy Rudy Giuliani.
Do you think we're stupid? You think we're fools?
Arizona grand jury indicts Trump allies, including Rudy Giuliani, over 2020 fake elector scheme. along with 11 fake electors, 7 allies of the ex-president, including Mark Meadows and John Eastman, were also charged. Arizona grand jury indicted 11 Republicans who falsely declared Trump won the state in 2020. Marcus Meadows. 7 allies of former President Donald Trump. Chris Mays, the Democratic Attorney General, announced the charges on Wednesday, noting that the 11 fake electors were charged with felonies for fraud, forgery, and conspiracy. Beyond the fake electors themselves, high-profile Trump affiliates are charged in aiding in the scheme, including Mark Meadows, John Eastman, Boris Epshteyn, Rudy Giuliani, Jenna Ellis, Christina Bobb, and Mike Roman. Those charged for their roles also as fake electors include 2 sitting lawmakers, State Senators Jake Hoffman and Anthony Kern. Former Arizona Republican Party Chair Kelly Ward and her husband Michael Ward were charged, as was Tyler Bowyer, a Republican National Committeeman and Turning Point USA executive. Oh shit, one of Charlie's buddies goes down.
You live in sexual anarchy?
The others charged for the fake elector scheme are Nancy Cottle, James Lamon, Robert Montgomery, Samuel Moorhead, Lorraine Pellegrino, and Gregory Sastin. Well, that's a lot of fun. Let's do Trump trial. Where's Trump trial? I want to watch Ari Melber. Inside Edition is saying that Trump could possibly face jail time for his violating of the gag order.
Does Donald Trump want to go to jail? He seems to be daring.
Possibly. I could believe it.
The judge to lock him up.
It does seem that Donald Trump is almost trying to bait the judge here.
Trump faces a $10,000 fine or up to 30 days in jail for, prosecutors say, repeatedly violating the gag order.
An unconstitutional gag order by a highly conflicted judge.
He's even using the threat of jail in dramatic fundraising emails, writing, "My farewell message. If things don't go our way, I could be thrown in jail." His ally, firebrand Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, is even floating a wild conspiracy theory.
They want to lock him up in jail for the rest of his life so that he dies in jail, and they want to take away his Secret Service protection so that he is murdered somewhere in jail.
He doesn't want to go to jail, does he?
You know, I don't know. You'd have to tell me politically for one night. How valuable could that be to Donald Trump?
I think it'd be crazy.
Meanwhile, Senator Ted Cruz is responding to yesterday's bombshell testimony from former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker, who admitted he created fake stories to hurt Trump's rivals for the 2016 Republican nomination. Pecker testified that after the Republican...
Wasn't one of them something about Hillary getting pregnant with an alien's baby or some shit?
Debates, I would receive a call from Trump fixer Michael Cohen, and depending on who did well that night, he would direct me which candidate to target. That notorious story about Ted Cruz's father conspiring with JFK's assassin Lee Harvey Oswald, it was pure fiction. The image of Cruz Sr. with Oswald was photoshopped. But Trump went on TV and hyped the fake news.
What was he doing with Lee Harvey Oswald shortly before the death, before the shooting? It's horrible.
What does Ted Cruz think of Pecker's admission? He spoke about it on his podcast today.
They doctored the photograph and basically mashed two photos to create literally the very embodiment of fake news.
Yeah. It's the National Enquirer.
Back here in Manhattan, the jury in the former President Donald Trump's criminal trial got a one-day break. Testimony is expected to resume Thursday. Former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker is expected back.
Pecker!
He's already detailed efforts to buy and kill stories to protect Trump and promote fake stories about his opponents. That included plans to pay off former adult film actor Stormy Daniels. Prosecutors say it was to keep her quiet about an alleged sexual encounter with Trump, which he denies. Trump faces 34 felony counts of falsifying business records in connection to his 2016 presidential campaign. The 77-year-old...
God damn, that scared me. That was really loud in my headphones. That was like a gunshot going off. I might just be stoned, too.
Presumptive GOP nominee has a packed legal schedule, I should say, as he faces 3 other criminal cases. That includes one in Georgia, where he's charged with plotting to overturn his 2020 election loss, and in Florida, where he's accused of mishandling classified records after leaving the White House. The Supreme Court is also poised to discuss Thursday whether the former president is entitled to immunity from federal prosecution. For more analysis on the trial,
jam-packed day tomorrow.
Ricky Kleeman joins me now.
What up, Ricky?
57. Ricky, good to see you. What's your response to the Pecker testimony, and did we learn things that we didn't know?
The Pecker testimony.
I think that those of us who have studied this case and have read everything that we possibly could since he was indicted.
If my last name was Pecker, I'd name my kid Richard. Be Dick Pecker.
We know a lot about David Pecker. I think the public over a certain age, perhaps I'll call it 30.
He looks like such a Pecker.
Inquirer. That is, you go to the grocery store, and as you were about to check out, you would see this rag, as we called it, this newspaper or magazine, that would come up with this outrageous set of headlines and photographs about very famous people, both political and celebrity, and you would go, oh, there's...
Like, it was like the Elvis is still alive, and like fucking, like it's the original aliens built the pyramids and shit like that.
The National Enquirer again, and then you'd say, I wonder if some of that is true. And one of the things that happened during David Pecker's testimony on Tuesday is that we were reminded not only of the headlines that were out there against Trump's opponents that supposedly were put in place by virtue of his relationship with Michael Cohen and Donald Trump, whether it was about Ted Cruz, whether it was about Marco Rubio, but we were reminded of the tawdry quality, the salacious quality of the Enquirer and what it did to people's lives. This is not a stand-up nice guy. This is a guy who was buried in slime throughout his life in terms of his working as the publisher of the Enquirer. So the question is, why should we believe him now?
Well, thank you for setting up the second question, which is, if this is a thoroughly despicable character, as you've outlined him, and his acts would seem to support that, why, does that mean in a cross-examination he's open? What would that look like in terms of his what the defense will do with him?
Well, one of the things that prosecutors...
from all the like legal experts I've been reading on Twitter, which take that with a grain of salt, Trump's legal team is not doing a good job.
Always have to face in cases of complexity that involve very unsavory people is you have to say, look, this is Donald Trump. This man, David Pecker, was Donald Trump's friend. That's not our fault, the prosecutor says. We have to put up the witnesses who have the knowledge. And the witnesses who are really the bookends of this case for the prosecution are flawed. David Pecker begins the case, and at some point, Michael Cohen, whether it's in the middle or the end, he's really the end of the case.
A very quick question to you. In the debate over this gag order, the president's defense attorney got into a spat with the judge, at which point the judge said, "You're losing all credibility with the court. You've been before judges." How much of a problem is having a judge say that to you?
It's a big problem because it's not only that Todd Blanche was told he was losing credibility with the court in a gag order hearing. That means that loss of credibility carries out throughout the case. And Todd Blanche is going to have to watch his step, because if that shows with the jury in any way, the jury looks to the judge for guidance. The jury looks to the judge for the truth. That's a problem for Todd Blanche.
Ricky Kleeman, thank you so much as always.
Ricky! Oh, Ricky, you're so fun. Why am I like this? Back to serious news. Apparently the LAPD is marching on protesters at USC. Not to keep going back to the same story. Kind of, important. I got some fun stuff we're gonna go into here. Just seeing if there's other major breaking news we need to talk about. And it's pretty much all the protests. Fake electors in Arizona. So how about we talk about the Supreme Court? Apparently, check this out. The lawyer defending Idaho's abortion ban irritated the one justice he needed on his side. Apparently, he was a real asshole to Amy Coney Barrett in specific. Justice Amy Coney Barrett famously provided the crucial fifth vote to overturn Roe v. Wade in 2022. So if you're arguing in favor of an abortion ban, you probably don't want to alienate Barrett by, say, condescendingly dismissing her concerns, when she points out that your legal theory doesn't make any sense. Yet that is what Joshua Turner did on Wednesday while defending Idaho's draconian abortion restrictions, and much to Barrett's evident irritation, Turner, who represented the Idaho Solicitor General's office in the second major abortion case to come before the High Court, after it promised us in its Dobbs opinion that the court was out of the abortion business in 2022, might just have lost his case by repeatedly mansplaining his self-contradictory position to Barrett and the other three women justices. In his toneless, dispassionate telling, his entirely incomprehensible position was just too complex for them to understand, and so he just kept repeating it over and over. These justices, including Barrett, sounded increasingly fed up with his chin-stroking, disassembling on an issue that's literally life or death for pregnant women in red states. If the court's male members, by the way, it was something like 8 women have had to be airlifted to other states because Idaho's abortion ban prevented them from getting care that they needed when their lives were in danger. If the court's male members noticed Turner's dismissive attitude towards their colleagues, they didn't care. The gender divide on the court has never been so revealing, perhaps because Dobbs was a threat to the unknown future of women, whereas real women are now being left to hemorrhage, lose the functioning of their reproductive organs, or be popped onto helicopters to receive out-of-state stabilizing care. None of the life and death harms being experienced in red states around the country feel very theoretical to anyone who has thought about pregnancy in a serious way. Yet for male justices more worried about harms to the spending clause, noting about potentially lethal pregnancies, warranted even a moment's pause. Wednesday's case, Moyle versus the United States, revolves around a clash between Idaho law and a 1986 federal statute called the Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act. Idaho's abortion ban has no exception for the health of the patient. Rather, it criminalizes abortion unless it's necessary to prevent the death of a pregnant woman. The EMTALA, meanwhile, requires virtually all hospitals to provide stabilizing treatment for any condition that could reasonably be expected to put the patient's health in serious jeopardy, as well as any condition that could seriously impair bodily functions or organs. The Biden administration argues there's a conflict between Idaho law and EMTALA, where Idaho allows termination only when the patient is at the brink of death. The EMTALA mandates intervention earlier to stabilize the patient before she is literally dying, including situations in which she is facing organ damage, infertility, or serious harm. So the administration sued the state, and a federal judge issued an injunction compelling Idaho to allow emergency abortions to preserve a patient's health. Now, SCOTUS must decide whether the federal statute limits the ability of states like Idaho to criminalize abortions that are health-sparing but not necessarily life-saving. That means slipping into the white coats and stethoscopes and explaining to America's emergency physicians how to do their jobs without risking 2 to 5 years in prison and a loss of licensure for making poor guesses about what stabilizing care involves. Not evolves, involves. Well, good on the Republican Attorney General from Idaho who sucks at his job. Yay, talking condescendingly to Amy Coney Barrett. She might very well rule the right way on this one, so cool. But that might still be far off. It might be wishful thinking on my part, just because we read the opinion of one person. Let's get into the fun stuff. Let's do fun stuff. That's not fun. Okay. It's a good way to start. It's a good way to transition from the fascist government. Wakata, what's up? Welcome. Battle of Possum. I saw you sneak in here. I'm not high enough for this shit. We need to get a little more high before we watch Tucker Carlson. Hey.
To run on, you're not going to run on the state of the economy. You're not going to run on the state of the world, which
defending Christian nationalism,
on lengthening life expectancy, because actually life expectancy is declining in the United States under his watch. So what are you going to run on? Well, you're going to run against, and the main thing.
I am on kick. Why? Oh my God! Why does it keep doing that to me? I hate this. Whatever this Twitter player is.
Biden is going to run against is Christianity. Running against Christianity.
Run against Christianity.
Praying, so it's not a stretch.
Come on, man.
But of course, you're not going to say I'm running against Christianity, the world's largest religion. You're going to say I'm running against something called Christian nationalism, which was a way of making traditional Christianity seem like a threat to the country rather than the principle upon which it was founded. So that is their plan. They can run against something called Christian nationalism. And in this, they have the full cooperation.
I'm afraid to pause it. I'm afraid it's going to take me back to that stupid website. This is so much bullshit.
Of Hollywood and the media outlets, which are whipping up the population to a frenzy over this threat called Christian nationalism. Well, most of us, even those of us who pay some attention, aren't really sure what Christian nationalism is. Is it a product of what it sounds like, which is some branding meeting in the basement of the DNC designed to make Christians seem really scary if they believe in God? Maybe. We decided we would ask the person most closely identified with that phrase, Christian nationalism.
Who is that?
He's one of the rare American Christian pastors who is willing to engage on questions of
Greg Locke.
Politics. And for that, he has taken a lot of grief, but we are honored to have him. His name is Doug Wilson.
Oh.
He's the pastor at Christ Church in Moscow, Idaho. He's the author of several books, including a book.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a... God damn it. Yeah, that sounds like a Nazi. That sounds totally like a Nazi.
Called Mere Christendom, the case for bringing Christianity back into modern culture. And Pastor Wilson joins us now. Pastor, thank you very much.
Bello Possum says he likes kick better. Gonna stay over there.
That was not opposed. I'm sincerely confused by the phrase Christian nationalism, which seems like an attack on Christianity to me.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, to the extent you understand it, and are you a Christian nationalist?
So I'm willing to be a Christian nationalist because
okay,
because I prefer that phrase to the phrase I usually get called. So,
a white nationalist. What it means is that they want a country to be a theocratic government based on laws of what they claim is biblical laws, but I would say that they don't even fucking know what the Bible says.
What do you get? What do you usually get?
White supremacist.
White supremacist,
slave advocate. Racist. All the theo-fascist, Christo. So the left really does hate Christianity.
Yes.
And with the phrase Christian nationalism, even the part of it that's coming from the left, trying to wrap that around our necks, that's something I think I can explain. I can say, yes, but.
Come on, hit me with it. Explain it.
2 minutes.
But may I ask before you, and thank you for doing that, and I will listen raptly because I really want to know. But just to clarify the terms, is that a phrase that you or people with your beliefs came up with, or was that a phrase that was leveled against you?
Well, both. Canon Press, located in Moscow, Idaho, has a streaming service called Canon Plus. Canon Press published The Case for Christian Nationalism by Stephen Wolfe. So that was our embrace of the term. Okay, and Stephen Wolfe wrote a scholarly defense of the whole thing, the history of the whole thing. So we embraced it to that extent. But then on MSNBC just a few weeks ago, there was one of the talking heads there that said anybody who believes
I thought it was scholarly
God and not from Congress and not from the Supreme Court is a Christian nationalist. All right. So anybody who
No. Oh, fucking fuck. No. What you're saying is the concept of natural rights. That's like some Aristotelian shit, motherfucker. It predates Christianity. So like that's not it. No.
Making Thomas Jefferson,
right,
a Christian nationalist, endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights. So anybody who believes that, according to the left, is a Christian nationalist. And there is a developed.
So Jefferson was complicated. Like I can't sit here and tell you that Jefferson was an atheist because the motherfucker could speak on any goddamn religion. He was but he also wrote a Bible that took all the mysticism out and shit. Like he was probably closer to a deist or an agnostic or something like that. I think that's me being honest about, a telling of history. But there are other, like Thomas Paine was an actual atheist. Most of Washington was a deist. Adams was a deist. I believe Franklin was a deist. So like fucking FBI, what's going on, my friend? God damn it.
What set of arguments in defense?
They're dead. I like it.
That can be, I think, pointed out in short order. You can't. There's no. Trying to defend other things they call you is like putting lipstick on a pig. It's not going to be any good.
No.
All right. But this is something that people can say.
Well, explain your beliefs to me.
I love my nation, and I'm a Christian. Why can't these?
Well, that's how I feel about it. But
Right.
I don't know what it is. So how would you define it?
So it's, I think, very simple. If there is no God above the society, if there is no God above the state, take God away.
Yes.
The state is God.
Yes.
Okay? If there is no God.
No. Like that's some weird projection on your part. So therefore, like, you want to make the state in your image or some shit. No, the government is just a function of, like, us as a society getting together and, like, allocating our money properly. I'm so tired of politics being like a blood sport in a game. Politics should be boring. Politics should be about fixing your roads and investing in your schools. And, like, it shouldn't be. Like, this is the right wing. It's not that Democrats aren't guilty of it as well, but, like, they're playing on this very uneven playing field where the right is just, like, bloodthirsty to call everybody a pedophile if that gets them elected. It's wild. Yeah, I didn't hear him say that clinically. It is not the world's largest religion. Fucking, it's like third or something, isn't it? It's like Islam and then like Hindus, if I'm not mistaken, right? Please reprimand me. Cancel Justin.
God above the state is God. The state becomes God, and it assumes the prerogatives of deity. Cameras at every intersection, aping omniscience,
yes,
omnipresence. In Big Brother's watching you.
Gaping omnipresence.
They want to control absolutely everything. Every keystroke, they want to control everything because they're aspiring to deity. The reason they're aspiring to deity is because...
Wait, this says Christianity is the largest religion. It says 2.4 billion followers. Islam 1.9 and Hinduism 1.2. Huh. Actually, irreligious and atheists come before Hindus. Well, that's what it says, my friend. Put it on the screen for you. It says that 31% of the world is Christian, 24.9 is Islamic, 15.6 is irreligious, 15.2 is Hindu. Fucking clinically gets a titty slap.
A titty slap!
Come on now.
I guess with Christian, like, they're probably counting Catholics in that. If you split Catholics off away from Christianity, maybe that number might even account for Mormon sects, which totally aren't Christian, but kind of claim themselves as Christian. So that would be my guess on that clinically. If you were to separate Catholicism from Christianity, and that would make perfect sense. Because like 10, 12% of Christians are Catholic. If you were baptized, they count you. But Catholicism is and isn't Christianity. Some people count it separately. And then when you get down into South America, you get this weird amalgamation of Catholicism and their local culture. They were the original crowd size queen. They needed the cock.
I can't wait to have your cock in my mouth. I'm going to give you the blowjob of your life. Then I want you inside of me.
How do I like this? In today's Rich Man is Stupid story, Spotify CEO Daniel Ek surprised by how much laying off 1,500 employees negatively affected the streaming giant's operations. Well, aren't you a dumb motherfucker? Wait a minute, what? I'm not on the... Oh, shit. I'm on the browser with the ad blocker. I don't understand it. No. The Yahoo. When Spotify announced its largest ever round of layoffs in December, CEO Daniel Ek held a new age of efficiency at the streaming giant. But 4 months on, it seems he and his executives weren't prepared for how tough filling in for 1,500 axed workers would be. Holy shit! The music streamer enjoyed record quarterly profits of 168 million. That's million euros, 179 million in US dollars in the first 3 months of 2024, enjoying double-digit revenue growth to 3.6 billion euros, 3.8 billion in the process. However, the company failed to hit its guidance on profitability and monthly active user growth. It didn't seem to put off. I can tell you that the user experience on Spotify has gotten worse, and I had decided to cancel it. It's active right now, but it's also, when it goes off, it's off again. I'm going back to listen to music on my hard drive. It didn't seem to put off investors, who sent shares of the group soaring more than 8% in New York after markets opened on Tuesday morning. Layoffs hit Spotify's guidance. Still, as he addressed those investors following the latest earnings release, Ek didn't shy away from the obstacles that stopped the streamer from hitting some of its targets this year, in addition to surprisingly successful 2023 growth compared to, against, and the impacts of falling market spend. What? Ek blamed that sounds like some wonky math shit.
You take your 33
I don't do math.
third chance minus my 25% chance.
I don't have good fortune today. Ek blamed operational difficulties linked to staffing for the group missing its earnings target to start the year. Staff costs for those employees carried a long tail, as most workers... If you've got a long tail, then you really need to take care to make sure that you wash your ass.
Life is too short to walk this earth or a crusty asshole. Wash your ass.
If you're coming back and you've been on Twitch the whole time, you haven't seen all the different new drops I got. I got all kinds of these shits. It's been a whole year. I can't believe it's been a whole year I've been off the Twitch. At the same time, the footprint left by... Guys, you missed one of the craziest fucking conversations. The dude that was asking me, like, how we evolved from... I don't even remember what animal... How we evolved from ostriches or something. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? It was insane. Fuck the Spotify, dude. Let's see. Well, what else we got here? Oh. Let's do this. This local shop is sparking controversy. This is Winchester, Kentucky. There's a shop in Winchester that is sparking controversy.
Want to come? Don't come. It's simple as that. I don't want to go to
simple.
Church. You don't see me up there protesting your churches, do you?
Good evening to you. A lively debate breaks out in an unlikely place, a Winchester, Clark County meeting.
Some have taken issue with the commission's promotion of a local business that they claim sells witchcraft materials.
It's almost laughable that we have to sit in this room and debate.
WKYT's Samantha Valentino was at that meeting today. She shows us the owner of the Crystal Coven says her customers are now scared.
It is 69 degrees in Kentucky. Nice.
Scared to enter her store due to the backlash. It's a story you'll only see on WKYT, and it's our top story at 6.
The Winchester-Clark County Tourism Commission says they've received backlash after promoting an event hosted by the Crystal Coven in their monthly newsletter.
People who object to this believe that tourism department should not be promoting any business that sells witchcraft materials.
Owner of the Crystal Coven, Shannon Tipton.
Why the fuck not?
Or
Satan.
Materials.
I don't claim a religion. I'm a metaphysical shop. I am registered as a business, not a church.
Tipton says she's being attacked by some members of the community.
Spewing the hatred and the misinformation about me and my business has impacted sales. And so if they can't force me out by closing my door, they'll force my sales because my patrons are now afraid to come in.
While the majority of public comments were made in support of Tipton, 3 people spoke against the commission's promotion of the Crystal Coven.
I am here saying there should be lines on what we use our tax dollars to advertise and support.
Outside of the meeting, the sidewalk was filled with people here to support Tipton and her business.
This is the modern day equivalent of burning someone at the stake.
The fact that she's getting harassed over something like this, it's just heartbreaking.
The Tourism Commission says it's not their job to judge whether or not an event is Christian. The public portion of Tuesday's meeting was mostly public comment. No definitive answer was reached as to what the commission can and cannot promote.
We'll live to fight another day. Yes, we will. We love you.
Let people be, says the FBI operative.
Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
And we're being told.
Oh, hold on. Bill Bryant. He's got a little more for us here. He's so eager to tell us too.
We're being told that this topic could come up again at this week's Clark County Fiscal Court meeting. That's scheduled for this Thursday at 5:30 at the Clark County Courthouse in Winchester.
Thank you, Bill. I should have went to work for them. I had the opportunity once upon a time. Looking back on it now, that would have been the right career move, but I didn't know that then. I liked the higher profile job in the smaller town that I had. As long as we're doing Christian stuff. Christians are gonna get real mad at a high-profile Christian man that has put out multiple albums about his religiosity. One, Mr. Kanye West, is planning to launch a career in porn.
You live in sexual anarchy?
Apparently he is hard up for the money, so he gonna give up that booty. The so-called born-again Christian is dead set on creating Yeezy Porn Studio. Kanye West once said that his pornography addiction is what destroyed his family. Now he's evidently taking cues from the saying, if you can't beat him, join him. That was a good one. And is planning. Media Winch, good evening. Welcome. Kanye, it ran people off. Kanye doing porn ran people off. Kanye West is planning a career in porn because he is hard up. He gonna give up that ass. Kanye once said that his pornography addiction is what destroyed his family. Now he's evidently taking cues from the saying, if you can't beat them, join them. And is planning on launching his very own porn studio and brand. The news comes from a Yeezy rep who spoke with TMZ, revealing that West is dead set on going into the porn industry, and he and his partners are in advanced talks to actually get something up and running. Ultimately, West is looking at creating a Yeezy porn studio as part of a broader adult entertainment division at his parent Yeezy company.
You live in sexual anarchy?
I'm not gonna discourage anyone from doing porn, but who's gonna put money on he ends up like P. Diddy? Is that what happens here? He gets really abusive. Of Of course, the subject of this new venture isn't too shocking considering the stories that have come out over the years about West's disturbing relationship with porn, as well as I don't know anything about his relationship with porn. Is he really a gay fish? As well as his inclination for very public displays of affection with new wife Bianca Censori. He's married to her? He was even the creative director for the 2018 Pornhub Awards. The timing isn't too surprising either in light of the rapper's ongoing economic woes, since going full public dumbass with his anti-Semitic Nazi sympathizing comments in 2022, West has lost his brand deals, taking a loss of $1.5 billion in a matter of weeks. Now he's struggling to sell his inexplicably gutted Malibu mansion, even dropping the price from $53 million to $39 million. Does he see porn as his ticket back to billionaire status, or is it just the only thing he's passionate about now? Who's to say? What we do know is that this born-again Christian beliefs likely won't stand in his way. If cognitive dissonance was going to stop Ye, you'd think it would have happened by now. Other Kanye news, he was sued last month by a former Yeezy and Donda Academy employee who claimed the rapper told students he wanted to shave their heads and lock them in cages, among other allegations. Holy fuck, he's already done it. He's already done a P. Diddy. So what else is there to do? Let's keep it on the Christian theme, shall we? I have a Christian influencer who apparently speaking of Kanye, I'm gonna let you finish, but actually Taylor Swift is the bigger star now. But this Christian influencer wants to fight her some T-Swifty.
You know, if you Taylor Swift fans would worship Jesus like you worship Taylor Swift, the world would be a better place. The way you go so hard for her and defend her, a person you've never met. Can you imagine doing that?
Ma'am, have you met Jesus? Oh, right, that's right. You have a personal relationship with him.
That for Jesus? Like going hard for him? Like just being in everyone's comment section.
I get hard for Jesus.
But y'all don't do that. Y'all are like her little army of just, I called you weirdos because you are weird. Like people.
The egg salad?
People don't act like the way you Swifties do. Y'all are truly a breed of your own.
Just dipping mayonnaise? No way.
So defensive over her and her songs and her albums, and like, you act like, no offense, but you act like she knows who you are. She has no idea. Jesus knows exactly who you guys are. All of us. He knows who all of us are. But Taylor?
This is amazing.
Taylor doesn't know you. She doesn't know you. She doesn't know, nor does she.
Now, it is possible this is a satire. Also, like, if she's serious, she's just using Taylor Swift to get engagement for herself. That's all it is. I assume that some of you in the audience were really annoyed by her eating. I know that I chomp down on the chips like that, and I have friends. It drives them fucking crazy. I kind of think it's egg salad. But apparently some people think it's mayo.
Does she care that you're defending her on some random 34-year-old woman's TikTok account when she says that she doesn't like her songs or care for them? And you guys are just going ham, harassing people.
Has anybody? I listened to the two singles I had on. No, good egg salad is a thing of beauty. I will not let you malign egg salad here on my stream. I make a badass egg salad now. And there was this highfalutin like little cafe shop in the town I grew up. So remember, I grew up in a really hillbilly town. It was a little cafe, and they had amazing egg salad. Like fucking like you gotta have respect for good egg salad. Trump, we need so bad 2024. God, I've missed Twitch. God, I've missed Twitch so much. We just had random people show up. Like, we need Trump so bad 2024. Deviled egg potato salad. I'd eat some deviled egg potato salad. My only problem is I don't like, here's the thing that some people will put in an egg or a potato salad. Sparkles! Sparkles! Good evening! God, I'm so glad to be back on Twitch. Some people put pimentos. I don't like pimentos. Some people might put some cucumber. I mean, not cucumber, but some pickle. I don't know. I might be into... pickles. I'm not into pickles. I don't like pickled anything. I might be into cucumbers. I like cucumbers. That might actually be good in egg salad. I hate pickles. Oh, we're far right, Dr. Strange. I'm the hardest right man in news. This is the Patriot Patrol. God, I've missed Twitch. I am too hot. Buddha Bean. I am too hot for Twitch. I've been banned for a year now. Somebody come in here try to get me banned again. And listen, up yours, woke moralist.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
On behalf of her,
I might crash Dave tonight. You might turn that red light on and I pop in. I can't change the lights. Oh my God! I can't get these lights to show up on my phone. I may have to just kill this and then I can control those. Oh ma'am. Oh ma'am. No, I don't watch anything. I read. I play video games. I don't watch the amount of media I watch. I consume here with you. I watch wrestling. I watch wrestling off stream. I got banned one time for watching wrestling on stream, unfortunately. It probably didn't help me in my ban that happened, right? Because of if you guys remember back to last January, we watched the Royal Rumble, and I received a ban from. I don't give a flying fuck what you recommend. Sorry, I don't care. That's the one thing I don't miss about Twitch. Is like people will just come in and be like, hey, why don't you watch this video? I recommend this person. And I'm like, you aren't picking the fucking content here. Sorry about that. But like, I do a tight show, right? We stories have to do with each other and they kind of all go together and we find out what that news be doing. Hundreds of protesters at USC being arrested right now. We were keeping an eye on it earlier in the stream. I have listened to Tom McDonald music. It sucks. Really bad. You have horrible taste in music. I have a whole video over on YouTube you need to go watch about how horrible right-wing music is. How, like, you really do. You have horrible taste in music if you like Tom McDonald. Sparkles has good taste in music. She will tell you, don't listen to Tom McDonald. We like music around here that kicks authority in the balls.
He's kicking authority in the balls.
I don't want to hit play on her again. I like this. I might have to do it. We'll use the snipping tool. Vivek. I've seen Kid Rock in concert and he sucked. Just saying. Now I can have her anytime I want. That's going to my porn folder.
You know WWJD?
Sparkles, you will know, what is she eating? I think it's egg salad. What is she eating? If anybody knows about food, it is Sparkles Lavendar. What would Jesus dip? WWJD.
WWTD. What would Taylor do? Taylor wouldn't act like this.
That ain't no hummus I ever seen.
Keep it all to herself and then write a song about it. That's what you guys you little gremlins should do. You little bullies.
Kind of like her. She's funny.
Obsessed. I've never truly... Swifties are a breed of their own. Y'all are, toxic.
Who is this woman? Did you send me Tom McDonald? I like the cover art. I will give them a follow. Do you have a guess on what it does look like? Egg salad. All music is for me. I want all the musics. Do we have music in the Discord, right? I assume there's a music channel. I need to be active in it. Give me all the music picks. Well, maybe we'll get a curiouser visit. Talk to me the whole time. Let's talk. Do you guys like Lionel Richie? Who likes Lionel Richie? Hello, is it me you're looking for? You want to talk about Lionel Richie? Nicole Richie on Dad Lionel attending her film premiere. He kept talking the whole movie. She's apparently in the reboot of Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. I am on Twitch. I can play copyright things.
Star, a fashion entrepreneur.
I don't know what you got over there.
And now she is headed to the big screen in the reboot of the 1991 classic Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
And just like the original, the story follows 17-year-old.
All right, I'm intrigued. I'll go with it.
War is a murder.
That was awesome. Boom. Damn. Racked up 227,000 views in 6 days. Fuck yeah. Keep it going. Want to go give it a like? You're validated. Validated, motherfucker. Sparkles asked me to show a cat. I need to show a cat. I'm sorry, the one kinds of, if you redeem the points, those don't pop up on stream for some reason. I'm sorry about that. I want a socks. How about a socks? Buddy, not cooperate. Nice. Holy shit. Fox is being a Kevin. He does not want to get on the stream. His ears are back. He is so pissed at me right now. Calm down a little bit now. You're being held like a little baby. Love him so much. God, he was upset. Justin, welcome. Over on the kick. Hey, let me back on the Twitch. We've got emotes and channel points, and I get a fucking crash Echoplex, and I probably will tonight. Somebody tell producer Dave I'm probably coming for him. He gonna get me busting in like the Kool-Aid Man like I used to do. It's been over a year. It's been over a year. I think I went back and looked and saw the last time I was on with him, and it was November or something. It was maybe October, around Halloween. 2 years ago. That's insane. I've got to go say hi to people in the Twitch chat. You may have seen a man by the name of Justin Muffins. I have no clue who he is. Just to be on the safe side, we deactivated him like a month ago. There's a Maynard. There's a Maynard right there. He is not impressed. I told him the story of Primus doing Maynard the Cat at the Santa show. JustinFREAKIN Ray? What? I've actually found multiple people that did a freak show. One of them, and this is freaky, like is like the same year as me. So like I can't lay claim to like I'm the first freak show on YouTube. If you ain't got no cats, you ain't somebody. I got 3 cats. Measure my worth in my cats. I got a bunch of them. Oh fuck, I'm not high enough for this shit. I was gonna get you guys an animal video. Curious, you're asking me if I want anything. I don't know. I don't think so. You want cats? You want cats? Oh man, I'm so excited to be back on the Twitch. Like we'll have randos coming in again. That's gonna be awesome. I want rando people coming in asking me stupid questions. I want more people arguing with me. That happens a lot more on Twitch. You didn't have to let Dave know. It could have been a surprise. Like, I think he was kind of expecting it around this time, but like, you know, it would have been fun for me to just pop in. I was just, you know, making conversation with him. Like, let Dave know I'm gonna Kool-Aid Man. I'll probably be playing a video game. Dave already on? No, we're totally gonna raid Dave. Oh my god, I get to raid people again. I can't wait. I've probably pissed some people off that won't raid me anymore, so. But it don't matter. It's not like Christina has any viewers. Oh, that's so mean of me. Oh, I forgot all about commercials. I am trying to start drama. No, I nobody has been a bigger supporter of. I'm not even gonna get into it. Oh no. I maybe it came off as mansplaining. I was just trying to give her some helpful advice. Apparently there's been a lot of Twitch drama. I don't know who I'm still on good terms. Hey, what are you doing? I don't know who the people are we can still interact with. There's been beefs all over the place. I still feel like I'm good with everybody. But apparently I've heard about multiple interactions. I heard about somebody being really mean to Hildebeest, and that made me really sad. What are you doing? You know, an iced coffee thingy would be really good if curious are still listening. Or a milkshake, a peanut butter milkshake. I don't know where you're going. You asked me if I wanted. If it was a cookout, I want a peanut butter chocolate milkshake. Oh my god. What are you doing? He really is being a Kevin tonight. What? He's not supposed to be in, like, if I wait long enough, he might do the jump. This motherfucker will jump onto the couch. Do you guys want to see him jump onto the couch? If you'll notice, there is a Maynard on the floor between the couch and Kevin. Between the couch and Socrates. Well, then what is Kevin going to do? Is he going to try to make the jump? I would assume he wants to be on this side. Oh, Maynard falling in the floor, giving it a stretch. Maynard looking all cute. This is what, okay, now. I think Maynard likes Socks and wants to play with him. But I don't think Socks likes Maynard. Socks feels very annoyed by Maynard's presence. I think Maynard likes to be a little bully too. So Maynard likes to do things like this. Getting other cats' spaces and just, you know, be there and be an annoyance. I have told him, Anti-War Machine, what is up, my friend? It is so good to see you. We were celebrating a return on Twitch. I didn't prepare a show. We were just on. We found out a little bit what the news be doing. Now we're watching a cat standoff. This is Maynard James Kitten here in the floor. This is Socrates up here on the counter. Sox is liable to jump from the counter to the couch. That is possible. We could see that happen, but Maynard is here running interference. I kind of want to see what's gonna happen. That may be curious. They're pulling into my parking lot. Very interesting what happens with this cat people shit. Doesn't want to come back over here and Curiouser walks in. This is gonna be an interesting dynamic. What are the cats gonna do? Wilding out over here. By taking bets on what the cats are gonna do. This is a standstill. I haven't even been able to instigate anything. I'd say we should introduce a Smokey to the mix, but he's to the window. I don't know. I am not impressed. We're having a cat standoff here, but now I wondered how you... Just moved on. Will we see a Sox jump to the couch is the question. Run back out because I think I just ran out of tea. I'm getting ready to tell the people, go ahead, light one up, tip one back. It's all right to have a little fun before you hit the sack. And we will see you tomorrow night for a regular episode of the Troll Patrol live back on Twitch. Oh wait a minute, I got right into producer Dave. That's right. I forgot how all this works. Yeah, you get cat video, and I got, because there's a little countdown thing. It's been so long. I am wrong. Where I don't even remember how to do it anymore. Channel. Did he jump? He did the jump. I missed it. That sucks. Did everybody see that? Oh man, I was on the small screen. I can't rewind. Oh man. All right, go ahead, light one up, tip one back. It's all right to have a little fun before you hit the sack. Say hello to producer Dave for me.